All right, so are you ready to dive into a world where, like, charisma and controversy kind of just, like, slam right into each other?
Yeah, I think I'm buckled up.
Okay, good. Because today we are looking at Logan Paul,
Okay.
trying to figure out, is he a visionary entrepreneur or just like a master manipulator?
That's the question, isn't it? A big one. You've given me a lot to work with here. We've got articles, timelines, even legal documents, and blockchain analysis. It's going to be good.
Yeah, we really wanted to go deep on this one. Like, get past the headlines and figure out what's really going on.
I like it. A deep dive.
Exactly. Separate the hype from reality. And let's be real, with Logan Paul, that's a tough one. The guy's a whirlwind.
Yeah, he is fascinating. So to understand where he is now, we need to go back to the beginning, back to his YouTube days. I think those early days really set the stage for everything that came after.
Yeah, totally. He, like, exploded onto the scene.
Yeah.
Pranks, crazy videos, just this larger-than-life personality.
And it worked. He built this massive following so fast, mostly younger viewers, right?
Yeah, and that's key. That huge following, it's like his biggest asset, but it also maybe makes him vulnerable, especially since early on it seemed like Logan Paul figured out that, controversy sells.
Oh, yeah. He was never afraid to push the limits.
Remember that whole Aokigahara forest thing in Japan?
Yeah, how could I forget? Filming in the so-called suicide forest, actually showing a dead body, it was shocking. I mean, people were outraged, and rightly so. It was just so insensitive.
Yeah, the backlash was huge. But here's the thing. His notoriety seemed to just grow from it. It's almost like the controversy itself, instead of hurting him, it actually fueled his fame.
That's really important. I think it established a pattern for him. Provocative content, outrage, and then ultimately more attention. So the question becomes, was that calculated, or was he just young and making reckless choices?
Right, and it wasn't just Aokigahara. There were accusations of animal cruelty, those racist tweets. It was like he was constantly making headlines.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't good headlines.
Exactly. So we see this theme, right? Pushing boundaries, maybe crossing ethical lines, all to get people talking. Any publicity is good publicity. But how does that translate into how he does business? Which brings us to CryptoZoo. This is a big one, right?
The CryptoZoo is supposed to be like this revolutionary NFT project.
Players would buy and breed these virtual animals. Hybrid animals, actually.
Yeah, and sell them for profit. I mean, the whole thing sounded kind of crazy. But then again, Logan Paul.
Right. But initially there was a lot of hype. Logan was promoting it everywhere.
And people saw dollar signs. Like, this was their chance to get in on the ground floor of something big.
Something that could change NFTs forever. People really believed it.
And they put their money where their mouth was. Those first NFTs, base eggs, they sold out instantly.
But then things fell apart. The game never materialized.
Developers quit, said they weren't getting paid. And all those investors
left holding the bag. Worthless tokens.
You go to the CryptoZoo website today.
Yeah.
And it's just sad. Like, it literally says no in big red letters when you ask about refunds.
Yeah. Wow.
And we've got stories from people like Dan Talk. Invested thousands based on Logan Paul's promises.
Yeah.
Lost it all.
So did Logan Paul believe in CryptoZoo, or was he just using his influence to sell people on what turned out to be nothing?
Right. And that's where CoffeeZilla comes in.
Ah, CoffeeZilla.
He's this investigative YouTuber. And he did a deep dive into CryptoZoo. What he found wasn't good.
CoffeeZilla's thorough. He uncovered anonymous accounts getting huge payouts, interviewed investors.
Pretty much exposed the whole thing as a scam.
So what did Logan Paul say?
Initially, denial. Blamed his advisors. Said he was misled. The whole bit.
Classic.
But the evidence kept piling up. And eventually he changed his tune.
Did he apologize?
He posted a video, yeah. Admitted some responsibility. Said he was going to set up a $1.3 million recovery plan.
Damage control.
Well, there's a website that's tracking those repayments. LoganPaulScams.com. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
$0 paid out after 222 days.
Actions speak louder than words, right?
Exactly. And this whole pattern of broken promises, it's not just CryptoZoo. Remember Dink Doink?
Oh, Dink Doink, that cryptocurrency. What happened there?
Crashed and burned. And there's evidence that Logan Paul might have actually made money from it at the expense of his followers.
Hold on. Really?
Yeah, this blockchain analyst, Evan Spicer, he found some stuff. Links between Logan Paul's public wallet and some suspicious Dink Doink transactions right before the price tanked.
So he was selling while his followers were buying.
It looks that way. Now, Logan Paul says he only made a small profit, like $17,000. But the timing is pretty suspect. Even Time magazine started their own investigation into Dink Doink.
Wow. That's not good.
It's serious stuff. This isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. It's about financial responsibility, transparency, the potential to exploit people who trust you.
It goes beyond crypto. What about Prime, his energy drink with KSI?
Oh, yeah. Prime. That's a whole other can of worms. Literally.
So we've got this guy, right? He loves pushing the limits, understands how powerful attention can be, and he's involved in all these things that, well, they've definitely raised some eyebrows. It's a lot.
It really is. Makes you think. Is Logan Paul just a good businessman who knows how to get attention? Or is there something more going on? Is he really passionate about these projects? Or are they just ways to promote himself and make money?
Yeah. He's got this huge platform, right? Millions of followers. And he's clearly not afraid to use it.
But why? What's the goal here?
You see other celebrities doing similar stuff, promoting crypto that turns out to be shady, making promises they can't keep.
Ethereum X, Centratech.
Exactly. And it always seems like it's the fans who get burned, the people who believe the hype.
They're the ones who pay the price. It's a reminder to be careful, do your research, don't just trust someone because they've got a lot of followers.
Couldn't agree more. This is the age of influencers. You have to be able to think for yourself. Don't let fancy marketing and celebrity endorsements fool you. Look deeper, ask questions, and be wary of anything that seems too good to be true.
So where does all this leave us with Logan Paul? Is he a grifter, just using his fans to get rich? Or is he just a passionate entrepreneur who makes mistakes sometimes, like he says?
It's hard to say for sure. I mean, there's evidence on both sides. He has apologized, said he wants to make things right, and he definitely has a talent for building brands, businesses. But you can't ignore this pattern of controversies, broken promises.
Yeah. I think the key is to understand both sides, look at all the evidence, and make up your own mind. It's easy to get caught up in all the hype, but you got to stay informed. Think critically, especially when your money's on the line.
Well said. Logan Paul's story, it's really interesting. It shows how powerful ambition can be and influence, and how blurry the lines can get between entertainment and business, in the digital age anyway. And his story's not over yet.
Who knows what it'll do next?
Right. Only time will tell if he actually learns from his mistakes or if he just keeps doing the same things.
Well, one thing's for sure. We'll be watching.
Definitely.
And we'll be right here to break it all down for you.
Until next time. Stay informed, everyone. Stay skeptical and stay curious.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of Logan Paul. We hope you found it insightful, maybe even a little disturbing. As always, thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.